Hi everyone, my name is Vela y voy a hacer. Oh my god, every single time I try to pronounce my name correctly, I end up wanting to talk in Spanish. That's why I usually use the American accent to say my name. Vela. Anyway, today we are going to be reading The True Face, Vivinos' new comic for Alien Stage. All I saw is that it involves Mizi and Sua. I know nothing else, but I kept seeing some spoilers and I had to close my eyes or scroll away. So I'm like, nope, let me just read it. I just finished my Lilo and Stitch video, literally pulled an all-nighter. Doesn't matter, we're gonna get through this. My first reading of it, I am definitely going to miss things. Please view with caution. Oh, I'm bad when it comes to horror stuff. Oh, we're just in for a ride today, aren't we? Oh my god. Oh, there's Till. That's the earring. Oh my god. She was wearing fur boots. What's wrong? Oh, this is gonna creep me out. I don't want to see the next one. This is the thing that scares me whenever I look at Vivino stuff, is that they have a way to make things look like really uncanny. In this, it's not too bad. It's not too bad. But I'm just okay. That one was worse a little bit. Oh my god. To think that this is what was happening when she was like at that final episode and she was like breathing really hard, and the whole time we're seeing things that. Oh, I just remembered. She kind of like saw her, and I described it in my last video as if she was like seeing her greet someone in heaven, either Till or something. Ugh, it's so sorry. Just imagine like the love of your life slowly stepping closer to you, and you hear those footsteps, and the whole time she's dead. Feel like a waste. Oh, those words are crushing. How cunning you are, huh? Don't tell me she says that to her. No. I mean, isn't it strange you two are always, we're always what? And who? Sua? Mizi looks so cute. I don't even see Sua these days. She's too busy. I hate her damn mom. We did get into a fight recently, but she's supposed to come back today, so... No, not Sua. What are you talking about? I mean, Till. Why is he blushing? Huh? Of course, Till's my friend. What? Oh my god, I never thought Mizi saw him as a friend. I always thought she saw him as like someone who's like, nice, and he kind of kept his distance. That's why is she panicking? Her collar is red, right? What? You know what they say, guys and girls can't be just friends. Is that so? Everyone, that is wrong. You can absolutely be friends with the opposite gender. Let's knock that narrative down. Yeah, apparently we can't be just friends either. A male and female are bound to fall in love and end up mating. You know what's so interesting is that this kid knows about mating. But I remember that there was a little comic with Ivan and Till, and they didn't even know what kissing was. So, interesting. As a male, I'm quite... Oh. Shutting him down real quick. Oh. Oh, my baby. That's kind of gross. Oh, I love her. I mean, it needed to be done. It needed to be done. Oh! Oh my god. What? I'm trying not to say anything mean. Oh my god, no. No. Don't give me that face, as if you're oblivious and clueless. Don't hit a girl! Don't hit anyone! I know you're aware of everything. So easy for you with that pretty face, huh? Just a little smile and everyone loves you. Must be nice, right? You knew how I felt about you all along, didn't you? You know that you've got a bunch of idiots like me circling you all the time, don't you? This is exactly why. If someone can't believe that you can be friends... Oh wait. If someone can't believe that a man and a woman can be friends, watch out. Because this isn't it. This isn't right behavior. You disgusting girl, you filthy... I'm sorry. She apologizing for. I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to upset you. But I have no idea what I did wrong. What did I do? Well, I should go to see Sua now. I'm really sorry, okay? I'll see you later. What a shame, really. A shame? What is? Hey. Sorry. Oh, you know something? I talk a lot about Mizi's positivity, but in this, it's really reframing it because it's showing that it's like toxic positivity, right? Because even when something horrible is happening to you, you cover it up with a smile. But I remember there are times where she is truly crying and letting the emotions out when she is with Sua. I told you he was off. I was right, huh? I'm sure I did something wrong. He's not a bad person. And right now, I'm just happy because I'm with you, Sua. So happy. I don't know. I'm not sure if I can say the same. This is breaking me. This is. My mom kept me for hours again. She said we're running out of time since we'll be going on stage soon. The entire time, all I thought was getting to meet you. That helped me keep it together. At least you don't get dragged around like me. Must be nice, right? Oh my god. Those words are very heavy words to say to someone who also just went through something. It's a bit passive aggressive here. This is kind of how I'm seeing it. She's in pain right now, and she's trying to act so neutral about it because she probably faces some sort of abuse with her family, and she's trying so hard to cover it up, but it still is leaking through. You can see her collar is glowing green. So despite having that pain, it is so controlled within her. And despite her trying to cover it up, she desperately wants it to be recognized. She wants to be seen. But while she wants to be seen, she's also not seeing Mizi right now. And you can see the emptiness in her eyes. There's something going on. Oh. Oh. Oh my god. Why did I choose to react to this? This is awful, bro. I'm so in pain. And when I'm in pain, it sounds like I'm happy. I'm not. I'm breaking. You know what? That kind of Mizi moment there. What the fuzz? I don't know the extent of what happens to Sua, but clearly something's happening. I just feel like she does get hurt at home. Like maybe this isn't fully unfamiliar to her and it's re-traumatizing in a way. Oh, sorry. It's fine. And Mizi too. They're both trying so hard to keep the pain in, and it comes out in some way. With Sua, it came out through verbal communication, that pain, trying to diminish Mizi's pain in a way, because at least she doesn't have to deal with her mother, right? I don't know if this is something that she felt like, okay, well, this guy lashed out on me, and I'm gonna lash out on you in a similar way. She's also unable to contain the pain that she felt in that moment. That's why she goes from this expression straight to like recognizing what happened and telling her how sorry she feels. How cunning you are. But her hugging her here, maybe it's also because Sua could have learned in her childhood to comfort the person that has hurt her. And thus that action comes easy to her. I don't know, that's just fully an interpretation. Because she doesn't react with fear, she doesn't cry, she is very detached. Her first instinct is to comfort Mizi and to not let her sit in guilt. Ironically, it is also what Mizi is taking as maybe I manipulated her because why is she hugging me right now? Of course, I'm saying this is what she thinks of herself, not what she actually is. Throwing me away wasn't enough, so you ditched all your other friends too. Does she say this? I have so much trouble understanding if this is something she said or not. Oh my gosh, okay. That's so cute. Till is stuttering, red in the face, and Mizi is kind of making fun of him for stuttering her name. Till, you know who I love most in the world, right? It's Sua. Oh, yeah, right. I'm aware. Oh, wow. She tells him straight up. It's that hard to not like me? Well, it's not really something I can control. He knows. She knows. Why do you like me so much anyway? Because you're pretty. Oh, I see. Oh, her little collar. Oh my god. You figured you'd use whatever you could, huh? Just so you could make it out alive on your own. What? Am I wrong? Well, you did great. Playing dumb so you could survive. I'm so proud of you. Ah, no! I, okay. I'm trying to absorb it in. Well, it's kind of worrying me that most of these words then are just her self-reflection of herself, and I'm not sure what is her and what is Sua. I think this is a message on survivor's guilt. When you are facing survivor's guilt, you blame yourself for everything, and that is something she learned really young with that boy. Here, she was just friendly with him. She didn't do anything that made him think that they were going to be a couple, all the way to falling in love and ending up mating. Like, that is gross. And you're telling that, like, it just is. She doesn't see you that way. And he doesn't even try to charm her, just goes straight into talking about mating. And for them to get hit over that, over just telling you like that's not what I'm not interested. And he's telling her basically the way I felt for you was your fault. Like you should have known. You were so nice to me. You're always smiling and everyone likes you all because of your pretty face. Basically everyone that hangs out with her, especially that are guys, they all like you because you're pretty. You don't really have real friends. You disgusting girl. And Mizi is in so much pain, more than just the hit, but with also realizing that, you know what, maybe it is her fault. And it's not. Let me be clear, this is not her fault. But it's why we see her later on go to Till. And she is so blatantly clear with him. You know I love Sua the most, right? And even after making it so clear, she's a little frustrated. Is it that hard not to like me? Because all she wants is a friend who is a boy and doesn't like her because she's already blaming herself for them liking her. And Till is being very nice when he says it's not really something I can control. Unlike the other boy, he doesn't go and blame Mizi for his crush. It's his own feeling. But for Mizi, since that whole situation, to her, it still feels like it's her fault. She was just being herself. So she asks him, why do you like me so much anyway? And he goes, because you're pretty. And I think that hit a really dark place because there is so much more to her than beauty. It is something that she can't control. Her collar red, showing how distressed that answer made her. Here, she's just so miserable at the idea that she is inherently, in her mind, she is inherently manipulating or using. Obviously not. I'm so scared of this getting like clipped out of context. Obviously not. But her survivor's guilt is telling her, you figured you'd use whatever you could, huh? Just so you could make it out alive on your own. I really don't believe that that's what Sua said. I don't know. It's kind of getting hard, but like if we look at the circle, right? There is a specific circle for when they're talking. It's just a black line. But when it seems to be like this ghost figure, it could be her subconscious. So feel like a waste? How cunning you are. It's a little gray, not black. We see, I told you he was off. I was right, huh? This is Sua talking. It's in black. And when still in black, must be nice, right? So this she did say, at least you don't get dragged around like me. Must be nice, right? But this, that's not what she said. At least in my interpretation. And I think that she might say how cunning you are, and she put those words into Sua's mouth in this instance because Sua is hugging her after getting hit. Thus she feels like, well, maybe I got her to do this. Though I think this hug is coming from Sua because Mizi lashed out, and Sua knows how much she wants to lash out. She knows this pain. There's also a whole cycle of violence here, right? Like I mentioned earlier, her getting hit by that boy, and then her hitting Sua. It's really sad to see these kids be stuck in together when they're all like traumatized. It's not a good place to be. In the scene, she just wants that boy to be proven wrong. She wants Till to just not have a crush on her so that she can kind of like show that she's not what that boy thinks. Because in her mind, she fell for that boy's dumb words. She's like, yeah, he's right. Oh my gosh. And I forgot about this. I'm sure I did something wrong. He's not a bad person. Mizi, how can you say that? How can you say that? Okay, now that I am reading it again, this hits a little harder. I'm right now, I'm just happy because I'm with you, Sua. So happy. And that's so happy really makes it seem like she's really trying to force herself to be happy. I don't know, I'm not sure if I can say the same. It's nice that Sua at least is being honest here. Also, she sees Till dead and she's saying how cunning you are. Look at you, you survived. And immediately it goes into a memory of a boy telling her that she's so cunning. Look at the way you're using all these other guys. They're saying here, like, don't give me that face as if you're oblivious and clueless. Because the thing is, she really didn't know. The very idea that men and women are going to naturally be together when she herself likes a woman, it's like, so as if you're all oblivious and clueless, right? So when she is maybe oblivious to this guy's feeling, let's say she is, and then she is told like that's all an act. And then we think about the context of Alien Stage. In Alien Stage, at least I, through all these interpretations and interviews, and if you want to see my full deep dive, it is in the bio. My initial take was that Mizi doesn't know how horrible Alien Stage really is. If she really doesn't know how horrible it is, and she sees Sua die, then she's going to blame herself. She's like, you pretended that you didn't know. You actually did know, didn't you? That's how it led to all your friends dying. You're so pretending to be oblivious and clueless, and she actually is. Like, she really didn't know. But she's starting to hear this voice in her head telling her, actually, you did know. Don't pretend you didn't, you little actress. Like, that's how it is. You're so cunning for pretending to be like that. I know you're aware of everything. Honestly, always feeling like she should know. Having a sort of hindsight bias combined with survivor's guilt. I think more than anything, her true face is this. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to upset you, but I have no idea what I did wrong. What did I do? This is the truest words. She doesn't know what just happened. And then later she tries to make sense of it, but all with blaming herself because she must be the worst person, not them. Everyone else is fine. Everyone else is in the right. You're the one that's wrong. And listen, I love Sua to bits. I don't want to put blame on either of these two. But this, I told you he was off. I was right, huh? It starts to seed in a little doubt into Mizi. She should have known that that guy was off. I also think here, like, Mizi felt annoyed because at least you don't get dragged around like me. Must be nice, right? She missed Sua. They had a fight before this, so she really, I'm sure, felt anxious about going to see her. When that boy came up and was like, hey, you guys are weird together, like, her immediate thought is like, you must be talking about me and Sua because we're always together, because I actually really care for her. There was so much going on with her wanting to see her again, so for Sua to feel like everything was fine, especially after what just happened with that boy, it's like, no, it wasn't nice. It was awful. I really think this face is just a face that she does when she's like really in pain and she just can't control her emotions. And this, again, is when she processes what is going on. I'm a little nervous that I'll get this incredibly wrong because you're either going the direction of this is survivor's guilt and thus Mizi doesn't feel this way. She just is trying to reason with her surviving, or you go the opposite direction. And the biggest evidence we have that Mizi is not this master manipulator or these things that she's telling herself that she is that she went out to see Till in round 7. The reason that she did is because, like, time was ticking, you know? She didn't have a lot of time before the song ended. And what happens when the song ends? Goodbye, Till. So she goes in out of emotion to see him when she could have stayed nice and safe away from all that. We also see her have a breakdown, still trying to process what happened with Sua. This person, this true face, isn't her face. But Mizi believes it is. At least right now she does. She feels like she has her friend's blood stained in her hands. And what in my last video I said seeing Sua was a form of comfort, right now is a form of guilt and something terrifying. You like a waste. How cunning you are. Perhaps even telling her that her crying and feeling bad right now is also an act. This comic really opened my eyes to who Mizi is. Kind of kills me the way she reacts to these certain things, right? Like when she gets hit, she's the one who apologizes because she just wants out of the situation. She wants to go and run to Sua. And the only way that she can do that is by saying, I'm so sorry. I'll go, okay? I'll see you later. Also promising to see someone that she, I'm sure, doesn't want to see again. And you can almost hear it in the what a shame, really. What a shame we could have been friends and now I don't want to see you again. It's hard to tell because this is not elaborated. A shame what is? Hey, haha, sorry. A lot of times when it comes to rejection for women, sometimes they have to act really lighthearted even though they feel so many other things than happiness. With Till, she made it very clear that she's not interested in him and he knows that. So once again, putting validity into her not manipulating him. What facade is she pulling being so blatantly blunt? But after being clear, she doesn't say anything else. She keeps it lighthearted and keeps it moving because her guard's already up after getting slapped by that other guy. Aside from Till's feelings being a little surface level here, at least what he's telling her, right? He wouldn't react the same way as that other guy. That if she had shared that it made her uncomfortable, I think he would have been receptive to it. And I think that would have been very healing for her. But we don't see that, and that sucks. To wrap up some thoughts about this comic, there are some things that Mizi saw that made her end up getting to this point. Well, you did a great job playing dumb so you could survive. I'm so proud of you. The people that she lost to Sua sacrificing herself, Till nearly jumping off the stage, Hyuna going after her after she decides to go and find Till. Also, that hostage situation was completely botched. All just relating back to her. But why is she not this grand manipulator that she is trying to tell herself that she is? Her love for Sua was very real. She didn't manipulate Sua into falling for her. She loved her, period. She revered her like she was a god. We also see the pain that she was in when she passed away, so much that it made her snap. All of it is real. There's so many scenes where she's kind of like miserable despite things moving along. The weight of surviving itself is heavy and she doesn't want to be alone. Hyuna also loves Mizi so much. She's kissing her cheek and bringing her along. I feel like she just sees a little version of herself in Mizi and finds so much comfort in that. So for her to also pass away, what if she's actually turning to see Hyuna gone too? Because this is where she's like lifting her head from Till and she's, I don't know, I'm kind of reaching here. But it could be that this is where this feeling of like, look at you, you survived. Hyuna's gone. She has her green light here, and then when she says, I meant Till, it automatically goes to red, as if she knows where the conversation is going. I also think it could just be her feeling like, why are you talking about him? I was talking about Sua. When we talk about Sua, it makes sense to me. But Till? But for people to say, like, oh, she's totally acting innocent and whatever else, I mean, she rejects him pretty clear here. So I wouldn't say that's super, like, so it's kind of like gouging where the conversation is gonna go. She did not want to talk about Till like that. It knows she has to make it super clear that she is not interested, which she does. The reframing of things for Mizi in her head, it's like, no, Mizi, you didn't do anything. Even in this conversation, you told him flat out, you're not interested. Okay, thank you so much for watching. Let me know what you guys think about the true face. Are you feeling as miserable as I am right now? I know a lot of people are cheering because at least like Toxic Mizi Sua Yuri. I'm devastated. I'll say it, but I'm not disappointed. This is a really good comic. I think it really explained more into their backgrounds, and I love getting to see what Mizi is dealing with because I didn't know. In my recent video, I felt like my section for her was kind of short, and this lets me understand her so much better. But I know I'm going to miss things because I'm not doing a deep dive. This was just a ramble. So sorry about that. Check out my recent alien stage video. I worked really hard on that. My favorite section is Sua's section as well as the golden record theory. We go on a full deep dive of all the characters, but especially Luca and Hyuna. If you want to join my memberships, you get a pre-made VTuber model as well as emote and a shout out at the end of my video. Thank you, Andrew and Jason. Please leave a like for a starving artist. Thank you so much. Have a great day.